Well, today is the first day of spring, so I thought I'd give you an update on my California native plants that I have in the dry stream bed. And if I can, I'll put a picture beside the screen of what this looked like when I first planted it. Now, this plant here is known as a pincushion flower, and it's the Scabiosa Butterfly blue, and that's grown quite a bit, and you can see it's blooming. Now over here I have the blue-eyed grass. I don't have any blooms on that quite yet. And then over here you can see the yellow flowers, and this is the Encelia Californica. That's the bush sunflower. Okay, and that's just a portulacaria. That is not a native. And here is Coreopsis Uptick red. And let me see if I can give you any other information on that. It can get 12 inches tall by 12 inches wide. And you can see, oh, let me see. Yeah, I have some blooms coming up here. Now this guy here, that is, let me see if I can find that one. Centaurea Mercury, and I'm not quite sure if this is a native or not. But I think the foliage on it is really pretty. You can see I have all kinds of new buds on this bush sunflower, and it's gotten really big since we planted it. Okay, now over here is yellow yarrow. And this one has been in bloom pretty much ever since, well, it has been in bloom ever since I planted it. It's gotten really big. Now this one, okay. Let me look that one up. I have them written down in a notebook because I cannot remember all of their names. Okay, this is a Salvia clevelandii, and it gets lavender flowers, and it'll bloom spring through summer. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And that's gotten pretty big. I almost forgot to show you this plant. This is a Penstemon spectabilis. And when it's in bloom, it can reach 3 feet to 6 feet tall, so I may have to do some trimming on this one. And the flowers can be blue, pink, white, or lilac. I think I may be getting lilac on here. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. Yeah, I think these might be lilac, and you can see I have some, I don't know what those are, some bugs, but I'm going to leave it and let the birds eat them. There they are right there. So here is this guy. And then I did have one casualty in here. I had a plant in this corner and it died, and it's just as well because it's right next to the driveway. So that is how this area is looking, and I'll show you a few other native plants that I put in here in my yard, front yard. Okay. Here, now you have to ignore all the leaves and the weeds. Let me give you the name of this one. Okay, I believe this is the Salvia mellifera Terra Seca, black sage. Over here, this one is the Epilobiumn canum, Marin pink, so it'll get pink flowers. And I have weeds in here already. These were planted almost 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. And they were planted in January. That's when they were planted. Okay, this is the Calistemon Little John, and it gets real pretty red flowers. It's kind of like a bottle brush tree. And you can see I'm going to have some more blooms here. I've got some new growth. All right, okay, ignore all of the leaves. This tree here is a camphor tree, and I really wish I had not planted it. It's been here for almost 30 years, and it drops leaves heavily in the spring, which is what it's doing right now, and pretty soon this whole yard will be covered with leaves, so it'll cover up my weeds, so that's one handy thing. But anyway, had I known how important California oak trees are, I would have planted an oak tree, but this is what I have. Okay, over in here, these are weeds here, but I had planted a ceanothus that did die almost right away. And here are some poppies coming up. I did put some seed down in here, so there are a few mixed in with the weeds. And then here's my aloe all getting ready to bloom here. Here's a better look at it. And I need to divide these up. They're just really big. Okay. And this is, I'm pretty embarrassed to show you, but this is all weedy over in here, and I had weeded it all out about a month ago, and here we go again. It's just crazy. But right here, this is, let me look that up. I should know this. If you can see it among the weeds. Pacific Mist Manzanita. Maybe I'll give you a better shot of it once I get it weeded, but it's pretty crazy here, all these weeds that have come up. And that is it for the native plants in my front yard. But as long as I'm here, I'm going to show you what I did in the front yard with my cactus. Okay, you can see that it's been cut off. I was out here weeding around this plant, and that one portion of cactus was leaning way over, almost towards the sidewalk. Well, it was leaning that direction. So I was weeding under here. I stood up, rammed my head into it, and I had all kinds of thorns stuck in my head. My husband had to pick them out with tweezers. In fact, I think I still have a couple left in there. But anyway, so I decided I'm getting rid of that stalk. So I did. And I'll show you where I put that and what I'm going to do with it. And I'll just show you these guys as long as I'm here. And this is the Eve's needle here. This is an Opuntia. These have really gotten big. And this is, I think it's a snow cactus. That's gotten pretty big too. Okay, let me show you that cactus that I tore down. This is weeds too. Okay, so here it is lying here, and we cut it. I'm drying it. I might replant it. I'm not sure. And I'll show you where the top of it is. That I'm definitely going to plant. That bird was in no hurry. Oh, I dug this up out from where that big tall cactus was. I'm going to put that someplace else. Okay. You gotta look at my mess here. Here is the head of that cacti, and I'm drying it off, and then I'm just going to put some root hormone on it and plant it. Not quite sure where I'm going to put it yet. Okay, other projects here, a ton. I thought it was that lizard or a bird, one of the two. Okay, so that is it for now. Oh, I might as well show you this. I put this in, this shelf was in my den, and I took it out of there because I just didn't like it in there anymore. thought I'd put it up against the wall and put a lot of my cacti on here. And it's nice because it's underneath the eave, so when it rains it has a little bit of protection. Alright, so that is it for now. Thanks for watching. Check back with me later to see what I'm planning next time. Bye.